Woo. Move over Twitter fingers. You were so 2015. In 2016, ladies and gentlemen, welcome Instafingers. That's what Meek Mill's calling himself now. I swear to God. So we'll get to that in a minute. Let me say this. If you don't know what the hell's going on, 50 Cent and Meek Mill are beefing on Instagram. I mean, there's been all types of low blows. 50 has been bringing up Nicki Minaj and just all sorts of things. He keeps calling Meek Mill a shithead. And somebody made a picture where they took a swirly, disgusting piece of what appears to be dog shit and put Meek Mill's face on it. And it's floating around social media. You know, 50 Cent's fans have gone so far that they flooded Meek Mill's pictures on Instagram with emojis or little drawings of pieces of shit in the comment section. Just like how when the Beehive, Beyonce's fan base, comes after you and they use a little bee emoji, yeah, they did that with a piece of dog shit, bearing reference to 50 Cent calling him a shithead. So yeah, it's really getting nasty, man. It's really getting petty. It's really getting really, really ridiculous. But your boy Meek Mill had at one point seemed like he was going to take the higher route. He said in so many words, hey guys, why don't we go ahead and donate some water to the people in Flint, Michigan that are suffering their water crisis instead of beefing on the internet? It really seemed like he took the higher route for a minute there. People were giving him cool points, like even myself included. But then he said this. He said, and I quote, "You pop shit on social media 24/7. You're never in the places everybody be at." Wait, let me pause the story right there. When you become rich, famous, and you're a public figure, if you're at the places that, quote, everybody be at, you're a damn fool and you're a clown. So if 50 Cent is not at these places that, quote, everybody be at for a safety precaution or any other reason, that's a wise business decision, and no intelligent man would be where everybody's at. Anyway, back to what Meek Mill said. You're never in the places everybody be at. The whole Queens say you a rat. Ross' baby mom hit you for that check. You sick. Ross finished you. Career over? How dare you speak on that? All you artists that came under you broke. Your son hate you. Shaking my fucking head. Your swag on below zero. A grown man using the word swag in an argument. Laughs out loud. Hold up. Wait, we're talking about Meek Mill here. So anyways, you always hating on Puff and Hove, other go-getters from your city. First of all, Puffy's from Harlem. Jay-Z or Hove is from Brooklyn, and 50 Cent is from Queens. They're not from the same city. They're just from the state of New York. And you would never know that Meek Mill is from Philly. He acts like a dude from the South. But anyways, you going broke and you miserable. You really miserable, bro. You like 40 on the internet all day. I agree with that. Mayweather ain't got tickets for you no more. Your liquor is piss. You really miserable and don't really have friends. You scared to play the mixies everybody be at. You never play with me in person because you know how we rockin'. LOL, I'm done with you. This is my last Instafingers post for a minute. Laughs out loud. Pause the story. So before I read to you the rest of what he said. I personally think if 50 Cent and Meek Mill got into a fight, 50 Cent would knock his fucking block off. Back to what Meek Mill went on to say. He said, Norm Kelly, hold up. Young black dude that came from nothing versus old white racist man from Toronto. I got more money than you already? You took the real L in life, champ. Oh, fifth, all y'all dudes do is talk about Nicki. This just my real life. My fault for snapping on y'all weirdos. Hove gave you half a bar, bro. Ski. I bet any amount of money Queens would trade me for you. You the one made it cool to be a hater. I'm out. Sincerely, Instafingers. He signed it, Instafingers. At I am Diddy at CEO Slow. Stop letting this dork play around. He already been shot 9 times. Laughs out loud. He like a vegetable or something. At Irv Gotti 187, can you clarify that he told on y'all? We need answers. End quote. Really, Meek Mill? You're trying to bring other men into the conversation? Really, sister? You can't just speak your piece against 50 without trying to get other men to chime in, and then to top it off, men who are not even gonna participate in the conversation. I guess that's the street way of doing things. You can't handle it on your own, so you try to get other people to be involved. But that's why, in a nutshell, why Meek Mill lost the battle with Drake. because he was trying to use the street mentality, which is ineffective. That's why there's so many of them dead and in jail. That's why they always say, you play around the streets, you end up dead or in jail. That's the streets have a very high failure rate for a reason. Because the streets don't teach you how to be a man. They teach you how to be a coward, a punk, a loser, and how to be the type of guy who just sits around arguing on the internet for free. A lot of you might say, well, doesn't Meat Magazine argue with people on the internet? Yes, I do. But I do it because I'm getting paid to do it. If I wasn't getting paid to do it, trust me. Trust me when I tell you, that's not what I'd be doing. But since I get paid to do it, fuck it. See what I'm saying? There's always a method to the madness. People see me saying little snippy shit in the comment sections and things like that. They think that I'm just doing it just to, I guess, because somebody got my goat. Somebody made me so upset. No. I do it so that way they'll come back and watch more videos. I don't give a shit they thumb down the video or anything like that. I cut off the thumbs up and thumbs down anyway. I just want to make sure that you're going to watch the videos. So I do what I got to do and say what I got to say to get as much viewership as possible. There you go. I mean, there's certain things that I could do that could boost viewership. But I'm all right now, you know. I mean, at least I'm getting millions of views a month. But the point is this, though. Meek Mill keeps trying to bring the street mentality into rap. And what he doesn't understand, he's making a complete ass of himself. He's sitting up there talking about 50 Cent, quote unquote, snitching on Irv Gotti. The kids don't need to read that shit. These young people do not need to hear that. Because he's basically making fun of 50 Cent for protecting himself. I'm going to say two things here. Number one, Irv Gotti, Ja Rule, and I think it was Irv Gotti's brother or Ja Rule's brother, one or the other, was there when 50 got jumped. And they had, if I'm not mistaken, a knife. And, you know, they were saying that Black Child, I think it was Black Child, had stabbed 50 Cent in the studio or wherever they were. And, I mean, if you need a bunch of people and you need to be armed with weapons, that means you're scared. You're the scared one. There's nothing more cowardly than a man approaching another man with other men, with their little boyfriends. And then if they're armed with their little dildos, they're even more scared than they would be if they were barehanded. That's some hellified, pussyfied shit. That means that you thought he was going to fuck you up so bad that you had to get all your little boyfriends and arm all your little boyfriends just to approach him. So that means you would just do anything. You're on some savage, coward, weirdo shit. What type of man approaches another man with anything or anybody? A man who's very, very scared, very, very intimidated. 50 Cent's one person. Now, I think 50 has some people there in the studio with him or wherever this incident happened. I remember hearing about it years ago. But my whole point is this, though. I don't think 50 Cent was a scared one, even if he did press charges. I never walked up to somebody with a bunch of people and a weapon ready to go get him. Because I've never been scared of anybody like that to do something like that. And don't say I must have grew up in the suburbs, because I didn't. Trust me. I just wasn't a pussy. Most street dudes are pussy. But anyway, the other thing I have to mention is this. Isn't Meek Mill about to go to jail real soon? At some point this year, 2016? Wasn't he just in court crying to the judge? This dude is full of shit. I hope that they use what you said against you, Meek Mill. I hope they give your stupid ass more time. Because you like to be Mr. fucking Instafingers. All up in your feelings. Sometimes you gotta ignore shit people say on the fucking internet. 50 Cent is trolling you. And he's trolling you to get you to say something stupid. You're just giving him publicity. Then he gets to go ahead and say, everybody, buy my effing vodka. This shit is all a joke to 50 Cent. He has nothing to lose. Just more sales and alcohol to gain. And he's nowhere near broke. So you can go ahead and say that 50 Cent is losing money. I'm willing to bet good money that 50 Cent is far richer than Meek Mill is. I saw this motherfucker had pictures of garbage cans with plastic bags in them with cash, straight cash. I wouldn't be surprised if it was in the millions. I wouldn't be surprised if 50 has more money stashed away like that, hidden in containers, than Meek Mill has in his fucking bank account and that he carries around in his hands looking silly. But this is all my opinion. What's yours? Let me know what you think about it all below. Be sure to subscribe to the Meat Magazine YouTube channels. Visit meatmagazine.blogspot.com. Follow me on Twitter Meat Magazine. Remember, don't ever be scared enough of a man that you approach him with people and knives and cowardly shit like that. Go speak to him like a man. Don't be a pussy. I understand that the streets say that that's the cool thing to do, but you can always do some street shit and like go to jail and get fucked in your ass. That's pretty damn street too, isn't it? Meat Magazine. Trying to save one butthole at a time, because buttholes matter. Hashtag butthole lives matter. Hashtag ass lives matter.